very cool. So we might as well just start from the top and work our way through. Starts with a virada, and then we're going to do a little subida and then get into carreteiro. Virada is our bagadagada. Subida is the little design we play after something, and then carreteiro is our basic groove. Da. I'm using a basic single whapper today because it's a little bit cleaner. I'm going to be playing just with the tip. Typically we play with rim shots at all times, but today I'm not going to be doing that because my mics don't handle that all too well. All right, so let's dig into it. All right, so beginning, da-ga-da-ga-da-da-da, virada. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, easy enough, we got that. The first bar of the design, pretty straightforward, bacarakada, bacarakada. And it's sticked just like a beat of carreteiro, then a downbeat, another beat of carreteiro, another downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, straightforward. So let's just do those two measures. Virada, then bacarakada, bacarakada. 1, 2, 3, 4. And easy. So let's move straight ahead and get to some of the trickier stuff. The next bar, we're going to have a little design that is in groups of threes and 16th notes playing off the beat. So we're going E and a, 2 E and a, 3. And you're sticking it 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3. So your groups of threes, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3. Okay? Try it out, and 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3. One more time, and 1. Okay? Then after that, we have 2 beats of triplets. So ba-da-ka-da-ka-da-ka-da-da-da-da-da-da. Try that part, and 1. Again, go. I'm remembering that we're playing on the E of 1, so we're coming just after beat 1, after you would tap your foot. And 1. Cool. One more time, and 1. Cool. So let's go back to the top. That's the whole subida. After that part, you just wait 4 beats, and then you come into carreteiro. So the whole subida goes like this. 2, 3, 4. And again, and 1. Let's try it one more time. And 1. Carreteiro. And we end with another virada. 2, 3, 4. Cool. That's the first section of that whole piece. And for those who just joined us, be sure to check out in the video description. I have a link to the transcription of this whole design we're working on. So if you're comfortable reading music, you can pull that right up and follow along like that. So let's go everything we just did so far. Virada, subida, carreteiro, virada, stop. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, 4. Virada. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. So from there, we go into a little bit of a telecateco section, and it's going to have 1 bar of intro, 1 bar of normal telecateco, and then it's going to get into some variations. So the first 2 bars are going to go 3, 4. classic telecateco. So from the virada, just those 2 bars. And cool, simple enough. If you've played carretera once, you've played it 1,000 times, and that's just what we do. So from there, we're gonna continue with the telecateco, but do a little bit of a variation on it, where we're gonna play 4-ienda and then 3-ienda 4-ienda, inserting that over the top of the telecateco. So it's gonna go like this, just the variation bars. 3, 4. And that just loops for a while. I didn't count the number of times they're doing it because they're just vamping. And the trick on this one is to make sure that you do not play the downbeat after the 4-ienda. And because we're so used to bagaragada, we're just taking out that downbeat, bagaraga. So let's go from virada. We'll have the intro bar of telecateco, 1 bar of regular telecateco, and then we get into this variation. All right, 1, 2, virada. And variation. Last time. Cool. So when we get out of it, we're going to end on beat 3. We're going to finish the 3-ienda, 4-ienda, and then we're going to end 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, we're going to end on beat 4 and then play another virada. So just the last 2 bars, 3, 4, 3 and 4. Again. 3 and 4. One more time. And that closes the telecateco section. So let's do that whole section all the way to the end, and then we'll get to the craziness. So virada, intro to telecateco, 1 normal bar of telecateco, then we get into the variation, and on 4, virada, stop. All right, here we go. 1, 2, virada, and variation. Here we go. 3 and 4. Sweet. Yes, I love this variation also. Lada and nada, if you guys want to learn this, it would be so fun to put this in Supersonic and have this as a tambourine feature. Calling on you guys. And when Vanessa gets here, we'll have her learn it too. Okay, so that's all of our intros so far. We've got our little subida, carretero, virada 2 into telecateco, and then we get to this solo piece. And this is where about 45 seconds into the YouTube video, it breaks down and it's just tambourines playing by themselves. Up until this point, there's been a surdo and there's been caixa kind of holding it down. But now this is all tambourine solo. So the first 2 bars are the same. There's 1 bar repeated, and it's gonna go like this. And let's break that down. So we got 1E, 2E, 3E, E and a 1E, 2E, E, E and a 1. This, that much, go. 3. One more time, and the sticking on that flip is going to be down, down, up, down. So 2 downs and then the upstroke. All right, a little bit more up to tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, and Sweet. So let's go now, just back it up one step. Let's do the virada and get into that so we hear that transition. 1, 2, 3, 4. And. Sweet. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's do it one more time just to lock it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And. Sweet. So after that, we go right into this next figure. We're going ba 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 laka ba 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 laka da. Try that out. And on that flip section again is going to be down, down, up, down. I think just about every single time there's a little grouping of 3. Every one of them is going to be down, down, up, down. Okay. Ba da ba ba laka ba da ba ba laka ba. 2, 3, 4. One more time and. I say that, then I change the sticking for me. All right, then after that, we just have 2 bars of triplet subida. We're going to do a nice big crescendo, start from very quiet, and then on the second bar, we're going to end on 4. So ba da ba ba laka ba 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 laka ba 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 ba, and there on 4. So let's do those 3 bars together. A little faster than that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time and. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. So let's back up to the virada before this and try to put all of this together. And we'll loop this a bunch because I know a lot of people are memorizing it. Again, a reminder, the transcription for this is in the class description, if that'll help you follow along. So we're backing up to bagaraka da da da, bada bada ba ba baraka baga baga ba ba baraka baga ba baraka baga ba baraka ba 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 ba. Sorry, and on B4. All right, so we'll play that, and we're just gonna loop this a few times just to make sure we get nice and cozy with it. Virada. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, one more time for good measure. Make sure it's starting to stick in the brain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. All right, let's continue on because there's still so much to get through. All right, next 2 bars are kind of paired together. We're gonna go 1 and 2. Balaka da, da da ga da, ba ba. So just sing it one more time and da da da, balaka da, da da ga da, ba ba. Try it out. Yes, there is a crescendo at the end of that triplet, absolutely. It should start from very quiet and go as big as you can go. All right, so again. And that last note is on 3E. So the first note is right on the beat, right on beat 3. One more time and. Sweet. So that's the next 2 bars of it. Let's tag that on to the end of the triplets. Do a little bit of overlap. So triplet, 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 crescendo, 3, stop. ba ba ba, balakata, ba bagada, ba ba. All right, from the triplets. 1, 2, go, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice strong ending right there, though we're not done yet. Cool. Let's back up and just tag those last 2 bars on. So back to bagalaka da da da, baba baba ba ba balaka daga. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. All right, we're about halfway through this particular section. Let's loop that. Let's do that again before we add anything new. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, off. Sweet. All right, let's get to the next section. So from here, we have bakalaka, balaka takalata, balaka takalaka, balaka da. Bakalaka, balaka takalata, balaka takalata, balaka da. So we're gonna have a pickup on the end of 4 before coming into it after ba bagada baba. Ba bagalata, balaka takalata, balaka takalata, balaka da. Ba bakalata, balaka takalata, balaka takalata, balaka da. And it does happen twice just like that with the pickup on the end of 4 each time. So let's isolate that, play it twice, and then we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Okay, so the sticking on that. Ba, ba, la, da, ba, 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 la, da. Nope, I skipped on that one. So it's 1 beat of cajeteiro. 1, and then down, flip, flip, down, flip, ba, 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 ba. And if you're following along on the transcription at home, I've got a little caret over certain notes, and that's a note that is an upstroke. I have yet to find a really good way to notate this, but the idea is the note before it is going to be one that you flip, and then the caret note you're hitting on the way back up. So let's loop those bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Cool. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. So now let's tag that onto the 2 previous bars. We got ba ba ba, balaka da, da da ga da, ba ba. Ba ba ga da ga, balaka baga da ga, balaka baga da ga, balaka da. Ba ba ga da ga, balaka da ga ga, balaka da ga da, balaka da. Okay, nice melodic phrase. If you make up these kind of melodies in your head, it helps to remember these long, long phrases. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. One more time, that much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. All right, let's move on to the next section because I wanted lots of time to repeat this whole thing because it's awesome. So this next part, we've got more groupings of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. It's kind of making this little cross pattern against the beat. Ba, 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 ga, ga. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And the 1, 2, 3s are all 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Little hit, flip, flip, hit, flip, flip. Yes, awesome. I'm glad that helped, Sylvie. And welcome, Sylvie. So let's try those measures nice and slow. It happens twice. Baka la baka la baka la baka la ba. 2, 3, 4. One more time and one more time just to get the hang of it. Sweet. So let's see if we can tag that on to what we just did. The little phrase ba bakalata balakatakalata balakatakalata balakata ba bakalata talakatakalata talakatakalata talakata. Rest. Bakala 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 balakaba bakata 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 ba. Whew. Long phrases, but this is good for building your memory as we all need to work. Yes, Nada, if you check out the video description of this live video, the transcription is already there, and hopefully you should be able to click on that and get it out. Yeah, I think I'm already getting a little bit of delay on this end of it, but check out the video description and you can see the transcription, hopefully. And if not, actually, since I'm here, seems like everybody is online right now, because what else are we all doing? Alright, so hopefully I closed a few things. Hopefully that'll help with our lagging a little bit. Oh no, things aren't responding. Come back. Alright. You're welcome. Okay, cool. You found it? Excellent. Excellent. Let's get rid of that. I had a few browsers open. Hopefully this will make it run a little bit smoother. Okay, so back to where we were. We were on and then tagging on our little groups of threes after that point. Cool. All right, everything's running hopefully as it should. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Groups of 3. Sweet. So everything's getting repeated 2 times, just about each time. So hopefully that makes it easier to remember the things. Let's do that much again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Groups of 3. Phew, sweet. All right, let's back up another step just to see if we can cross over where we were. We're gonna go back to ba 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 balakata ba bagada baba ba bagadaga balakadakalata balakadakadaga balakada. So just backing up 2 bars. 1, and if you're counting at home, this is bar 18 is where we're starting at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Groups of 3. Yeah, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Threes. Sweet. So let's finish off this phrase. We've just got a couple bars left. After our little groups of 3s, we're going to have a little subida of triplets, not playing the downbeat. So we're starting off the beat. So 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1. That again and 1. Easy enough. And then we get to a fun little lick. We're gonna play the downbeat again after the triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 30-second notes. I love it. So this is coming on the of 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's just a little quick up and down. Ba, 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 ba. And after that we go into carreteiro. So from beat 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I agree. The groups of threes are tricky, but it's a very valuable skill to practice. And this lick especially is built to teach you how to play this. So take it nice and slow when you're practicing at home. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And that's a lot of shedding at home. So back to this little lick. Let's try doing the triplets and then this little 30-second note. 1, 2, 3. And let's play a bar of carreteiro and then we'll stop. So triplets, 30-second lick, carreteiro. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Play the down beat. 1, 2, 3. Whew. All right, let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. And those 30-second notes, that little flip, that takes time to develop the skill to do that, and that's okay. If you want to put this in a group and maybe they don't quite have that yet, you can just do 1, 2, 3. Maybe not as cool, but it gives people something to work towards. If they're not quite there, works just as fine. But that's very cool as well. So just make sure it's nice and clean, like that was not. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, carreteiro after. Cool. That is the end of that section. So this whole part here is all tamborim solo without any instrument accompanying it underneath. But this baraka boom is signaling when the whole ensemble is coming back together, if you want to do this in an ensemble. So let's see if we can get through this whole dang thing of the solo section. We'll get back to the top eventually. So we're going to go all the way back to bakalaka da da da. Baba baba ba ba balaka daga baga ba ba balaka gaga da balaka daga da balaka da 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 ba 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 balaka da, which is where we started last time. So hopefully that one is sticking in the memory. All right, let's go for it. And we'll do this section many times to make sure that we kind of try to get it stuck in the memory, because I'm reading it off the page. I haven't quite memorized this yet. And if you are at home, that's totally fine too. All right, here we go. Virada. 1, 2, 3, 4. And... again. Threes. Subida. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Again. Actually, after we get into the carreteiro, keep the carreteiro going, and then I'll call the virada again, and we're just gonna loop this thing until we get a little cozier with it and maybe even start creeping up the tempo. 1, 2, virada. And... 2, 3. So cool. All right, let's do it one more time. Virada. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, off. And 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. One more time for good measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, four, pop, 2, 3. So you might notice I'm kind of closing my eyes a few times throughout because I'm working on memorizing this myself. And that's a little trick you can do is like just use the page, if you're using the page, as reminders rather than just reading it straight through. It's like, okay, take a glance, okay, I know the next 2 bars now. Take another glance, okay, I got the next 2 bars. And eventually you just take your eyes away more and more from the page until it gets more comfortable. And if you're not reading the page and you're just hanging on for dear life, is just repetition and repetition, remembering patterns and phrases like, hey, this thing always gets repeated twice, and then something else gets repeated twice, blah, 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 blah. And like any muscle, memory is a muscle that has to be exercised constantly. So even if you're learning just some little lick each day, some little figure of 2 beats, just trying to remember something, no matter how small it is, will help your brain eventually be able to shove all this in there. All right, so let's see if we can go from the top. There's a little bit more after this, but I want to start tying all the pieces together. So just as a reminder, from the top we have the virada, subida, carreteiro, virada, tlacateco with its variations. Then we stop on 4, virada, and then get into this crazy desenho. A lot of words, a lot of stuff. Let's just do it from the top. A reminder of the subida, bacalacada, tacalacada, tacalacada, baracatacaracatatatatatatata, carreteiro, tacalacatacaracatacaracataca. Then we get to bacadacada, variation, all right, let's see if we can do it from the top to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, carreteiro. Virada into tlacateco. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's actually stop there because it looks like we had a little bit of a stream interruption. If you're still there, let me know. Let's see, that's still going. Oh, the interwebs. Give me a holler if you guys are back in there. I know it cut out for a second. I'm not seeing this quite update yet, so hopefully we can get back in here. Reload. Oh, I saw a thumb come up, so that means that someone's still there. You're there? Awesome. Okay. My screen is not uploaded, but hopefully it will in a second. All right. What's up, Rob? You get to drop. Awesome. Thank you, Sylvie, for joining. And you got that, got the reference of the transcription if you want to keep working on it. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? All right, so I'm just going to keep plowing through, even though my screen is not showing like it's very updated, but let's do it. All right, so let's just start from the top again since we got interrupted, and then we'll take it all the way down to where we ended. All right. I can zoom out. Okay, here we go. From the top and till the end. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 carreteiro. Virada into telecateco, and the variation. 1, 2, 3, 4. And variation. Virada. Here we go. 3 and 4. Desenho. 2, 3, 4. 3s. Vida. 2, 3, 4, 30 seconds. 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. So that is almost everything. We're gonna move on just for the sake of time and get the last little lick in here. And then we'll try running the whole dang thing. So if you watch the video at this point when they're in carreteiro, the brothers, they exchange solos for a little bit, which is super fun, but that's their material. Did not transcribe any of that. But then they come out of it, they end carreteiro on beat 4, and then one of them plays what is essentially a repenique chamada, but on the tamborim. And there's a little lick at the end of this, which is kind of, I would argue, open to interpretation of how we would write it. I did one version of it on the page here of doing a 16th note rest, 16th note triplets, and then another 16th note. It's kind of halfway in between that and like 2 30-second notes and 2 16th notes. So you're welcome to interpret it how you want, because it's definitely kind of halfway in between those two things, and you just have to make a choice in how you're going to write it. So we're carreteiroing. I love that word, carreteiroing. We end on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to play just almost like doing a straight chamada. That's the role that we're playing in this part. So we're going to play 2 beats of carreteiro and then end on 3 and a. Try that again. And then we get to this funky little lick. And you could either do it as a 30-second note, ba-ga, da, ga, ga, where that last note is on the E of 1, ba-ga, da, ga, ga, 1, 2, 3, 4, ba-ga, da, ga, ga. Or you can kind of get into the triplet land of 1, 2, 3, 4, ba-ga, da, ga, ga. And it's somewhere in between the two. I wish I could give you a concrete answer, but I looked at that and slowed it down in slow-mo, and there's no figuring that out. I need to call them up and ask them. But I don't have their phone numbers, so Next year when I'm in Brazil, I'll find out for sure. So the lick in its entirety, I'm going to kind of lean more to the 30-second note side because it's, I think, the one I'm a little bit more comfortable playing, is going to go like this. Again. One more time, and I'm for the 30-second note, you can stick it as baka da ka ka. Or if you're doing it as the triplet, I would recommend it like it's written baka da ba ba. Either way, it functions. Honestly, I think they're both sticking it slightly different on the video anyway between the two of them, so pick yours and have fun. So let's do our baka raka daka raka daka raka da, baka raka daka raka da 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 raka ka, and we'll stop right there for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is the call that the rest of the ensemble comes back in. And then we play a little subida after it, just coming off of beat 1, 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, and we're back to carreteiro. So let's do this whole phrase, carreteiro, until beat 4. Do the chamada, little subida, back to carreteiro. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And so let's do that again. We'll stop on beat 4 of the carreteiro and do the chamada. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Carreteiro. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Carreteiro. One more time for me, because I didn't play that great. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I saw the video kind of clipped again. My apologies. The internet is not on its best behavior today. Thank you for those who are sticking through all the technical difficulties. I am recording this, and I think at the end of this week, I'm going to compile all the videos I've done so far, and I'm going to put those on YouTube so you don't have to worry about all this streaming nonsense. All right, so this brings us to the very end of this whole design, and this is a break that gets hit by everybody in the ensemble. The tamborim leads it, so you're carreteiroing up until beat 4, daka raka daka raka daka raka da, and then we have this little cross pattern that everybody is punching on. And if you see in the transcription, I have little X's over each note. Looks like some of them got kind of displaced, but it's over the first figure. So the figure that the tambourine is repeating is, and over and over. And then the whole ensemble is punching on those first notes. Ba, 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 ba. But the tempo is here, 3, 4. So the first time you play it, it starts on the beat. The second time you play it, it's on the and. Third time on the beat. Fourth time on the and. Ba, ba, ga, ba, ba, ga, ba, ba, ga, ba, ba, ga. And we talked about this in my improvisation class yesterday about how to make variations to really simple figures. This is one. You might get it. Hopefully we won't be stuck at home that long, but if we are, you have plenty to work on. So just this last figure, 4 times. Ba ba da, ba ba ga, ba ba ga, ba ba ga. Ready, and 2, 3, 4. Cool. Then the last part, we're gonna go 3 and 4 and da 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 da. And that's just down, down, up, down is the last part. So go 1, 2, 3 and 4 and pakaraka. Again, and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and pakaraka. One more time, 1, 2. So let's back up to the beginning of this lick. We got ba-ga-da 4 times, and then ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ga-da-ga. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 and ba-ga-da-ga. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, ready, and 3 and 4 and ba-ga-da-ga. Sweet. So let's try coming from kaheteru, and then we'll hit this last little lick. So takalaka 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 ta. Ba 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 ba-ga-da-tum. So make sure we stop kaheteru on beat 4. Okay? So kaheteru 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count us into beat 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 and ba-ga-da-ga. Again, 1, 2, kaheteru. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! And that's the end. That's the whole dang thing. So obviously we went through a whole ton of material right there. So let's do my favorite thing, and we're gonna work backwards. So let's start at Let's start. We're gonna do kaheteru until beat 4, and then play the little shamada. Bakalaka dakalaka da 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 brakaka to ba 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 kaheteru, and then the end break. So little pieces at a time, and hopefully it'll stick in the brain. Here you go. So kaheteru, stop on 4, shamada, subida, kaheteru, and break. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, here we go. And on 4, shamada. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Kaheteru. Again, we're going to end on 4 and then play the end break. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 and. Sweet. All right, let's do that again. 1, 2, repetition. All right, end on 4 and shamada. 2, 3, 4, subida, kaheteru. Alright, end on 4 again, and then end break. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, sweet. So let's back up one more step. Ready or not, here we go. Let's see, do we dare go all the way back to the beginning of the solo section? Let's do it, why not? So we're gonna do virada into the bada bada ba ba balaka daga daga da da balaka daga da balaka daga da balaka da 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 ba 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 balaka da ba bagada baga. So if you're counting at home, we're starting at measure 13. All right. Actually, sorry, we're starting at measure 12, but the phrase starts on 13. So virada on measure 12, and then phrase starting at measure 13. 14. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And. Again. 3s. Subida. 30-second notes coming up. 2, 3. Alright, next we have the chamada. Come back, video. We're going to stop on 4. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Sorry. I waited for y'all. Alright, stop on 4, then chamada. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, subida. Carreteiro. Alright, we're going to stop on 4, and we're going to do the end break. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. So let's do that same section again because the video cut out partway through. I think everyone and their mother is online right now, but that's okay. We work with what we got. And again, I'll be posting this video on YouTube by the end of the week, so you don't have to worry about streaming it. All right, so back to where we were. Same spot, measure 12 if you're following along at home. Someone called me. All right, here we go. Virada, bada, bada, ba, ba, balaka, baga. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And. 3s. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright, from here, we're going to stop on 4 and go to the chamada. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, subida. 2, carreteiro. Alright, again, we're going to end on 4 and then play the end break. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Alright, I think it's time to go from the top. And I'm just going to pass it down. Let's try to maybe do 3 times of it just to make sure we got it in our hands and in our heads. And then it's up to you to practice it at home. It would be really fun to maybe try to do an a cappella video where we all play it together. We can put on a click track and everybody can record it at home, and then we put it together and put it out. That would be super fun. So if you're interested in doing something like that, let me know, send me a private message, and I'll get you in on the a cappella app thing. And I'll start it off, I'll make the first pass of it, and then we can just keep adding people in, and it'll be fun, and we can all play together like the before times. Alright, here we go. From the top, just a quick reminder of what happens at the top. Virada, our little subida is bacalacata, bacalacata, balacatakalacatatatatatatata. Carreteiro, we go. We get a virada into tlacateco. Bacalacatata. Then variation. Then we have another virada. Then we get into the whole design we just played. And we play it out to the end. So See you at the end. Here we go. Deep breaths. Calm, relax. We all get drinks after this. Here we go. 1, 2, virada. And 2, 3, 4. Virada, and then Kalakateku. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kalakateku. Variation. Alright, virada again, into the design. Here we go. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Groups of 3. Subida. Coming up on the 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. All right, we're going to end on 4, then the chamada. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Carreteiro. All right, again, we're going to stop on 4, and then we get the end lick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo, susasu. Again. All right, let's do one more pass down it, and then you all can give your brains a rest and practice this at your leisure at home. So let's do it one more shot all the way down. Starting at virada at the top, then bakalakada, bakalakada, balakatakalakata. Here we go. Maybe a little faster. Yeah, let's do it. For the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. To carreteiro. Virada Kalakateku. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kalakateku. Variation. Virada, then design. This time. Here we go. One, 2, 3, off. Again. Groups of 3. Subida. 2 coming up on 16th now. Off on 4, chamada. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Carreteiro. Alright, we just have the end break left. Off on 4. Mais ou menos. I had one little flub in there when I was trying to talk and play, but other than that, not too shabby. So you have the transcription here for those who read. You have the YouTube link to the professionals playing it and doing it much faster and better than me. And you also have the ability to slow down their video to 75 or 50% or even 25% if you want to play along with them on that video. And then I throw out the challenge if you want to try to do a group video of this. Yes, groups of 3. We all need to do them, myself included. But it would be really fun. We can do it at a reasonable tempo to try to do a video, like an a cappella style video of different windows of people playing it all together and at a reasonable tempo. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves and didn't break your brains too much. I'm going to sign off. If you can, throw a few dollars into the Venmo, PayPal, and or GoFundMe. No worries if you can't. I know we're all dealing with difficult times, but yep, trying to pay bills everybody's trying to pay bills right now, myself included. So I appreciate everybody's continued support. It's been a blast figuring out how to do this online stuff and still getting to connect with people one way or another through online.